Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ottumwa City Council meeting. Before we start our city council meeting tonight, we are going to have a brief Board of Health meeting. So we'll do that first, and I'll call the Board of Health meeting to order, and Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Here.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Here.
Councilmember Galloway. Here. Councilmember McIntyre.
Here.
Councilmember Reed.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here.
Approve the minutes for meeting number 5 on August 5th, 2025 as presented. Recommendation, approve the minutes.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
This is the time, place, and date set to consider condemnation of the structures on the property located at 730 South Moore in the city of Ottumwa, Buffalo County, Iowa.
I'll go ahead and open the condemnation hearing, and Jake, I believe you're going to present.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, council. The structure located at 730 South Moore was placarded November 20th of 2024. The property was placarded due to a total loss fire. There was no insurance on the property. Very little interest has been shown in the property, and it continues to be a dangerous structure with nuisance issues. There have been multiple missed inspections. There's been no current repair plan or permission. The condemnation was served by certified mail, regular mail posting on the property and to the courier, and staff recommends demolishing this property.
Does council have any questions for Jake?
Any word from the owners? Say anything?
I did have a relative of the owner reach out and ask about demoing the property themselves. I let them know that that was an option. They'll still have that option during the, I sent a 20-day notice to remove possessions. There'll still be that option for them if they want to move forward with that. Other than that, no.
Any other questions or comments from council? If not, since this is a condemnation hearing, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on 730 South Moore? Okay, if not, I would go ahead and entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Move your turn.
Second.
Close the public hearing on the turn.
Chris, take the roll.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Condemn the structures located at 730 South Moore, order prompt demolition, removal, and leveling of the lot, and direct all costs attendant to such actions, including administrative costs, to be assessed against the property and or collected from the owner or owners thereof. Recommendation, approve the condemnation of the structures located at 730 South Moore.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Jake. If there's no other business to come before the Ottumwa Board of Health, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the Board of Health meeting.
Motion to adjourn meeting. Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call the Ottumwa City Council meeting to order, and if everybody would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Chris will go ahead and take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Here.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Here.
Councilmember Reed.
Here.
Councilmember Galloway.
Here.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here. Before we go any further, I just want to make a couple of quick statements. I know at our last council meeting, feelings got pretty heated, and we're always going to have issues come up. that people don't always agree on. But you need to be civil, you need to be respectful, you need to be professional. We can agree to disagree, so we really don't want to see a lot of hollering and swearing and people getting out of control tonight, because that gets us absolutely nowhere. So I hope everybody will try and remember that as we go through tonight's council meeting. Okay, the next item is to approve our consent agenda. Part one, is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
The next item is to approve consent agenda. Part two, is there a motion to approve?
Move the agenda.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
No.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
The next item is to approve our agenda for tonight's city council meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
The next agenda item is our city administrator's report to the council and the citizens of Ottumwa. So I'll turn it over to Phil Rath, our city administrator.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. I said, one thing for the inch of time I wanted to report on, and that was, I believe it was late afternoon yesterday, and then further clarification earlier today. There is a piece of equipment that we're looking to replace. It's not on tonight's agenda because of the time that came in. We have a piece of equipment in the sewer department that is beyond repair. And we're looking at getting a used piece that would require a bidding process. So we're working through that, and we'll have that before the council for affirmative action at the next meeting, assuming everything goes as planned for that. I just want to make council aware ahead of time here.
Is that in the budget?
I will defer to Mr. O'Donnell on that.
The short answer on that is it's in the budget because I'm going to be meeting with the department tomorrow to figure out where they're going to reduce in certain line items in order to make that purchase. I will say that this is a major piece of equipment. If this was not something as major as this, we wouldn't have given you a heads up ahead of time because procedures that we could have gone ahead and done that. But this is a major piece of equipment. I'm gonna be meeting with them to see, again, where that will fit in their budget and what we can do to make sure that the bottom line stays the same.
Thank you. Stay tuned. The original plan, correct me if I'm wrong, was that this equipment was going to be replaced with passed down equipment from another department when that came in. And that won't be in for some time, and this became more immediate need.
Correct.
Just for the public, what is the piece of equipment?
It is a tandem dump truck. They brought me pictures today. Basically, the frame is rusted. They've welded it several times. There's nothing left to weld to. The evaluation is they don't believe that it will make it to the time when a hand-me-down can be given to them. So they're asking, they found a possible replacement on Gov Deals. The bid is due on Monday. That's why we're trying to let you know this ahead of time.
So basically, that piece of equipment's become unsafe.
If you go to get rid of it, it'll probably go to a junkyard. It is not, they're afraid it's not junk, it's used to haul sludge.
And we have staff going to check out the piece of equipment that they may want to put a bid on, make sure that is everything that they would need and is safe and compliant and everything else. So they're doing their due diligence on that point. We do have the capital planning process, and so I said this was something that we were hoping would make it a little bit longer until the replacement equipment could be there to put this and hand me down. But that has not become the case at this time.
Okay.
Thanks, Cole.
And that's all I had tonight.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is to identify citizens who desire to comment on any of tonight's agenda items that are on our agenda. We do have two individuals that have filled out their slips that they want to speak, and I will call them up here when we get to that point on the agenda. Is there anybody else that wants to speak on any agenda items tonight?
Possibly.
Okay. Next is, we have two public hearings tonight, so we'll move forward with the public hearings.
This is the time, place, and date set for a public hearing on the proposed vacation of a portion of the 12-foot alleyway running northwest southeast between certain lots in Connell Addition and Norris subdivision, and primarily adjacent to an existing Ottumwa Community School District parking lot within the city of Ottumwa, Iowa.
Okay, I'll go ahead and open the public hearing, and I believe our community development director, Amal Eltiger, is gonna cover this.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Three items tonight in your agenda. I would like to address them all at once with one presentation. Those are two ordinances vacating right of way and one resolution setting date for public hearing on property conveyance. Travis? Council may recall that on May 20th, council approved an agreement with the school district to exchange property with an easement for our sewer separation project. The agreement is contingent on the city vacating right of way. That's the item for discussion tonight. Here, this is the map that shows the right of way we're vacating tonight. They're highlighted in yellow. They're two separate areas, mainly Norris subdivision. As you can see, they're kind of dissecting mostly school-owned property. There are two items, hence the two ordinances, because they're not contiguous. Every time we consider
There's some seats up front, ladies, if you'd like to sit up front here. Sorry.
Every time we consider vacating right of way, there are three criteria we look at. The first one is the impact. We look at the impact of that vacation on traffic, access, and safety. In this case, we don't see any negative impact. And then the second item is the impact on utilities and drainage. We do not have infrastructure here, but Alliant does. And there is no recorded easement. One has to be created as part of this process. According to engineering evaluation, there will be no interruption to drainage systems. The third item we'll look at is consistency with our planning objective. Planning and zoning commission considered this item and they approved the proposal. Here, this map shows the vacated right-of-way along with a piece of property that we consider an outlot will be conveyed as part of this transaction. Those are the two items you're voting on vacating tonight, item number 1 and 2, because they're not contiguous, we're taking action on them separately. This is the easement. 3 pieces we're getting in exchange for this transaction for vacating and transferring that property to the school district. We need this easement to complete our sewer separation project. This map here shows all of them together, the vacated right of way and the easement. I can say that I do have Kinsey here in the audience if you would like to have any questions answered in regard to the easements. In summary, this exchange was negotiated for the sewer project needs. City gets easement in exchange for vacated right of way plus those items we consider outlaws. Proposal has been reviewed by the Planning and Zoning Commission and they're recommending approval. There's no public opposition to date outside of those meetings, and staff is recommending approval. Next step for you after tonight will be holding a public hearing and taking action on the conveyance in form of a resolution. That would be completing those items. That's all for tonight.
Does the council have any questions for them all? Since this is a public hearing, does anyone in the audience have any questions or comments for them all regarding this project? Okay. If there's no further comment, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 3248, 2025, an ordinance vacating a portion of the 12-foot alleyway running northwest southeast between certain lots in Connell's Addition and Norris subdivision and primarily adjacent to an existing Ottumwa Community School District parking lot within the city of Ottumwa, Iowa. Recommendation passed the first consideration of ordinance number 3248, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Waive the second and third considerations, pass and adopt ordinance number 3248, 2025.
Is there a
Make that
to
motion.
approve?
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Resolution number 153, 2025, setting the date for a public hearing on the proposal to convey interest in real property to the Ottumwa Community School District. Recommendation, pass and adopt resolution number 153, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
This is the time, place, and date set for a public hearing on the proposed vacation of an alleyway and any additional right-of-way existing on certain city-owned real estate, all located in Norris subdivision, outlot number 33, within the city of Ottumwa, Iowa.
I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Amal, is there anything else you want to add? No? Okay. Anybody have any additional comments or questions for Amal? From the council? If not, is there anyone in the audience that has any questions or comments for our community development director? Okay, if not, I'd entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 3249, 2025, an ordinance vacating an alleyway and any additional right-of-way existing on certain city-owned real estate, all located in Norris subdivision, outlot number 33, within the city of Ottumwa, Iowa. Recommendation passed the first consideration of ordinance number 3249, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Waive the second and third considerations, pass and adopt ordinance number 3249, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Next item is ordinances.
Ordinance number 3246, 2025, amending the code of ordinances by changing the zoning classification of the property known as parcel number 7417540028000 lot next to 1412 Sherwood from R1 to R5 residential. Recommendation passed the second consideration of ordinance number 3246, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Amal, you're gonna cover this?
Yes, Your Honor, this is second consideration representation, but I'll be happy to answer any questions here.
Does council have any questions for Amal?
Has any entity at all spoken against this rezoning to this larger classification?
No, we have not received any opposition to this.
So assuming, do we have any idea, assuming this change happens tonight, when we expect the project to be completed, do we have an idea of their time schedule for the construction?
I believe they're going to be going for a state program incentive. So that would be application in June. And then they'll be hearing back around August before they can start the construction. So 18 months for construction is a decent expectation.
Any other questions or comments from council for Amal? Okay, if not, Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Waive the third consideration, pass and adopt ordinance number 3246, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes. The next item is departmental board or commission recommendations and reports.
Administrative hearing on complaint of a first alcohol license violation by J.A.K. Morrow LLC for the licensed business Uncle Buck's Bar and Grill located at 518 Church Street, Ottumwa, Iowa. Recommendation: approve the order assessing penalty first violation against J.A.K. Morrow LLC regarding an alcohol license violation having occurred at Uncle Buck's Bar and Grill located at 518 Church Street, Ottumwa, Iowa, and assess a civil penalty of $500 payable to the city on or before October 18th, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move to approve.
Second.
Your Honor,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, this is Christine Stone. This was scheduled for a hearing. I believe the applicant may want to make comments, so I would suggest the council give them an opportunity to speak before approving the penalty.
Yeah, we were gonna do that right now.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Chris, do you have anything you wanna say first?
I'll just read through this. That way everybody has it in front of them. On June 25th, 2025, an employee at a local establishment sold an alcoholic product to a person under the age of 21. That business was Uncle Buck's Bar and Grill at 518 Church Street. The employee was charged with supplying alcohol to a person. Speaking right. The employee was charged with supplying alcohol to a person under legal age in violation of Iowa Code Section 123-49-2H. The employee pled guilty to the charge on July 9th, 2025. This is the time, place, and date set for an administrative hearing on the matter. If upon hearing, the Ottumwa City Council finds that based upon evidence submitted by Allers and Cooney PC, which is the attorney representation for the city of Ottumwa, J.A.K. Morrow LLC, doing business as Uncle Buck's Bar and Grill, committed a violation of Iowa Code Section 123-49-2H. The council shall assess a civil penalty for the first violation as set forth in Iowa Code Section 123-50, subsection 3. Upon making its finding, council shall authorize the mayor to sign an order assessing penalty, first violation, which would penalize the licensee by ordering them to remit $500 to the city on or before October 18th, 2025, which is 30 days from the date of this order. This proposed sanction is consistent with Iowa Code Section 123.50, subsection 3, for a first violation of Iowa Code Section 123.49, sub 2, sub H.
Is there anyone here from Uncle Buck's that would like to speak? Okay. If not, if there's no further questions or comments from council, Chris will go ahead and take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Proposal from Friends of Ottumwa Parks to construct pickleball courts in Traeger Park. Recommendation, receive presentation from Friends of Ottumwa Parks and approve the proposal to build pickleball courts in Traeger Park.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, Gene, I believe you're gonna handle this.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The Friends of Ottumwa Parks Foundation has expressed an interest in constructing new pickleball courts in Traeger Park. The current tennis courts in Traeger Park are nearing the end of their service life and have been remarked for pickleball by Parks Department employees. Removing the existing courts will be part of the project. The Friends of Ottumwa Parks will be responsible for all fundraising for this project. Constructing new pickleball courts in Traeger Park was approved by the Ottumwa Parks Advisory Board at their meeting on August 12, 2025. And David Dino Leo from the Parks Foundation is here to discuss their proposal.
Okay, David, would you like to come up?
Thank you. Good evening. My name is David Nino. I live at 334 East Fifth Street here in Ottumwa. I'm here tonight on behalf of Friends of Ottumwa Parks and an ad hoc pickleball fundraising committee made up of local leaders, sports enthusiasts, and members of regional pickleball clubs. We come before you with a request to formally secure Traeger Park as a future site of a tournament-level pickleball facility. Traeger Park is currently home to aging tennis courts that are still in use despite their poor condition. Repurposing this space for pickleball represents a practical use of existing infrastructure and a forward-looking step for our city's recreational offerings. Surrounding cities are already investing in high-quality pickleball facilities. Ottumwa should not fall behind. An 8-court competition-level facility at Traeger Park would meet community demand, attract regional tournaments, generate tourism dollars, and foster a renewed sense of vitality. Beyond that, it would bring vibrancy and beautification to a park well connected to our trails and surrounding amenities, helping re-energize this highly visible corner of the city. Our community is prepared to take the lead on fundraising, developing a concept, preliminary designs, and cost estimates. But we believe this work begins with the City Council's approval to designate Traeger Park for pickleball. So we are here to ask for your support in securing the site so fundraising and planning can begin in earnest. Ottumwa's Park Master Plan for 2040 already envisions pickleball as part of our city's future. So by securing Traeger Park now, we can accelerate that vision and position Ottumwa as a leader in competition-level recreational facilities. And that will enhance both quality of life and economic vitality. We have momentum, as you can see, with all the progress going on in town. So now this is a good time to act. So thank you very much for your consideration and for your ongoing commitment to the growth and future of our parks and our city.
Does the council have any questions or comments for David or Gene?
It seems like that park is a great location. It's visible. It's right by cobblestone. It's, good parking around it. It seems like it's a great place for it.
I was at the meeting when they talked about this too, and there was some really good points brought in, but
Bill, I can't hear you.
like Councilman Reed, like you said, it's in a perfect spot for all the developments that's going on there. Pickleball, I see it where I work and I see it in everyday life. It's a great positive thing. That would be a great positive place for it to be. I believe we don't need another parking lot. We need more things like this.
The only question I have is, I think I heard him say they were going to take the lead in fundraising.
Yes.
And earlier, I thought it was indicated they would actually provide the resources to do that project.
For fundraising.
The Parks Foundation is going to do the fundraising for the project.
Okay,
As of right now, there's no city funds designated for this project.
that was my question. Thank you.
I really appreciate groups that jump in and do something like this too, because that's really adds to our city.
Any other questions from council for Gene? Okay, thank you, Gene. Chris will go ahead and take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes. Okay, we have 5 resolutions tonight, so we'll start with our first resolution.
Resolution number 149, 2025, authorizing fiscal year 25 fourth quarter transfers as submitted by finance. Recommendation pass and adopt resolution number 149, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move to approve.
Second.
Our finance director, Mr. O'Donnell, is gonna cover this.
Thank you, Your Honor. The resolution approves the fourth quarter transfers for fiscal year 25. Most of the transfers are as budgeted. However, there are several notable changes. Transfer of balances in funds 141, 146, 147, and 176 to Fund 174 Community Development. All of the funds are community development related, but had no expenditures in the last 2 fiscal years and no expenditures for fiscal year 26. The balances will be used for programs and projects yet to be determined for community development. Transfer of balance in 003 American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, to the general fund. All ARPA projects are done and the balance transfer will close out the fund. ARPA proceeds were in part designated for general fund and the transfer is within the grant guidelines. Transfer from Fund 119 Emergency Tax to General Fund. With the combining of the emergency levy into the consolidated general tax fund levy, Fund 119 is no longer needed and the transfer clears the balance. Transfers from funds 001, 129, 131, 133, and 135. So that's the general fund, risk management, airport, library, and cemetery to Fund 112 employee benefits. It was discovered by staff that that we had been over calculating the amount of benefits expenses in the funds, and in excess of funds were transferred out of Fund 112. The original calculations included the employee paid portion of the benefits. So when we did the spreadsheet, we were going off the spreadsheet that was created by before both I and Warren arrived in our current positions. And that spreadsheet was adding in not only the employee, the employer portion, but the employee portion. So we were sending too much money out of employee benefits. So now we've corrected that and we have to send some money back.
To the employees?
No, just to the fund.
Okay.
Just to the fund, no.
Well, I thought if the employees were being,
No.
charged too much for their share.
No. No employee was charged too much for the share. It was
Okay.
just that we were calculating their share in the employee benefit. So we were sending too much money out of one fund into the other funds. So now we have to transfer it back.
Okay.
But there's a large amounts of money here moving. So to the community development fund, almost $400,000, it looks like here.
Correct.
And so that's a good amount, seeing we've got this thriving community need. And,
Well, the funds that are being closed, some of it was for downtown upper story housing. Some of it was for some housing development. I have spoken with Administrator Rath and the Community Development Director in order to kind of clarify that we need to maybe keep those that money in those types of projects as well.
so what's your synopsis? So what does this do, these transfers do to our budget picture overall?
It doesn't change the budget picture at all. Especially those funds from community development into the 174, because those are all in special revenues. It doesn't change the budget whatsoever. It will change the bottom line in the funds that are transferring out to the benefits fund. But that was money that wasn't due to them to begin with.
Any other questions from council for Cole? Okay, if not, Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Resolution number 150, 2025, awarding an apron rehabilitation project at the Ottumwa Regional Airport to Absolute Concrete, doing business as Absolute Group from Granger, Iowa, in the amount of $835,161.50. Recommendation pass and adopt resolution number 150, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, and JD Wheaton, our airport manager, he's gonna report on this.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Council. This project will consist of removal of 4,795 square foot yards of existing pavement between our airport maintenance shop and the big hangar where our community hangar plus Musco's on the other side of that, we'll take that big rectangle piece out of that. The other part of it is of asphalt seal coating in front of the terminal building, which is approximately 9,560 square yards across the whole front of the apron in front of the terminal building. 5 bids were received. The lowest bid came from Absolute Concrete of Granger, Iowa, of $835,161.50. Bids were received and checked by staff and airport consultants Kirk and Michael. The Airport Advisory Board approved these on April 29th. And if you're wondering why it takes so long to get here after the bids were brought in and approved, as you noticed the last meeting I was here, I brought the funds that the FAA has given to us. So that's usually something we did mid to late May, but we just got it and I brought it to council at the last meeting. In 2 meetings from now, I'll bring in the certificate contract, the bond certificate, and the insurance requirements for the job too. So the 2 FAA grants together for this did total $972,572, which is more than what the project construction cost is. But with that aging pavement and the storm intakes and stuff, if we were to run into, where we gotta have extra work, we will have the extra funds for that project. So.
Does council have any questions or comments for JD?
So all this money comes out of grants and or the airport funds?
Right, 95% of this will come from the FAA grants. And the other 5% will come out of our airport fund.
Great, thank you.
When do you expect that work to start?
Early spring. Yeah. If we could have got it a little bit sooner, the funding from the FAA, we would have possibly done it this fall, at least the concrete side of it, which I would rather do the seal coating in the spring, so it's got all summer to cure before we run snow plows across it in the winter time. So.
Any other questions from the council? If not, Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yeah, thanks, JD.
Resolution number 152, 2025, a resolution designating funds in support of thriving communities development projects. Recommendation pass and adopt resolution number 152, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second.
Okay, Mr. O'Donnell, you're back.
Tag. Thank you, Your Honor. City of Ottumwa has been designated as a thriving community by the state of Iowa. As such, the city has a better chance of grant awards and has access to programs promoting housing initiatives. The designation is for 1 year with a possible additional 1-year extension. During the next year, the city must demonstrate significant progress on initiatives to receive any consideration for an additional year. Staff has had discussions with GoPIP, Legacy Foundation, and Wapello County on possible housing developments that could use the Thriving Communities designation. One common theme arose from the conversations. Incentives are needed in order to attract a developer to Ottumwa. The available incentives of tax increment financing or tax abatement are insufficient to ensure that a developer can recoup their investment. Other Iowa communities, including some considered to be growing, provide assistance for the installation of infrastructure, streets, utilities, lighting, in order to lower the development costs. As part of the 2024 CIP issuance of $1.3 million of the $6 million bond proceeds were designated for the railroad levee closure. The city completed some preliminary engineering before we were informed that the project was no longer needed to be completed. The remainder of the $1.3 million is $930,000. Staff is requesting that the council adopt the resolution designating the remaining funds to support thriving community development projects. Said adoption will allow staff and community organizations to demonstrate a commitment to potential developers. As part of the resolution approving the bond, the following language was adopted. The construction, reconstruction, and repairing of any streets, sidewalks, storm sewers, sanitary sewers, water service lines, street lighting, and traffic control devices, including the acquisition of any real estate needed for any of the foregoing purposes. Based on this language, legal counsel has determined that the funds can be designated for infrastructure costs associated with the housing development project.
Does council have any questions or comments for Cole?
I think this is exciting. We don't have to spend that money, and we can use it in development.
Correct. I will caution that the infrastructure will cost more than that, on the development, but this makes it so that, we can at least go out there, start attracting a developer, and, maybe get some commitments and then go from there.
I would just like to take this opportunity to publicly thank Amal and her community development staff and also Holly Berg for helping to get this written and get it submitted. We were kind of getting down to the wire on getting this driving communities application submitted. And Holly really stepped up to the plate and helped the city with it along with Amal and her staff. So this is a huge benefit that Ottumwa has been given this driving communities designation. It's really gonna help entice developers to come in and develop housing projects that otherwise probably wouldn't have happened. So this is a huge deal for Ottumwa.
100%. Holly Berg is a rock star for our community.
Yes, she is. Any other comments from council? If not, Chris will go ahead and take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes, Cole.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Resolution number 154, 2025, approving and authorizing the execution of a real estate gift agreement between the city of Ottumwa and Rippling Waters. Recommendation pass and adopt resolution number 154, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move the recommendation.
Second. And I believe, Phil, you're gonna handle this?
Yes, General Mayor. So city staff was approached about the ownership of Canteen Alley. The pedestrian walkway connecting East Main Street with West Second Street is currently owned by Rippling Waters. And they have offered to gift this improved area to the city, and the attached real estate gift agreement would accomplish that request.
Does council have any questions for Phil?
So the only liability with it is just shoveling the snow and maintaining it, so on.
It's all been redone already.
Looks good.
Yeah, it is.
And we placed the concrete blocks in the walkway, so you can't actually shovel it or push it with a machine. We have to go in and around it, but that's life, and that's the way it is.
I think
They make great seats. They make very great seats when you're there and, hanging out, enjoying it.
Yeah, and it is a direct route from the parking ramp to Main Street, so it is definitely something that's of value to the community.
Holly Berg, I believe you're here, aren't you? She's the Ripley Waters Director. Do you have any comment or anything you want to say, Holly? Okay. Thank you, just thought I'd ask. Okay, if there's no other questions or comments from council, Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh.
Yes.
Councilmember Reed.
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway.
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Resolution number 155, 2025, approving temporary headcount increase for the fire department. Recommendation pass and adopt resolution number 155, 2025.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Move to approve.
Second. And I believe our fire chief, Sean Canto, is going to cover this.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council, Administrator Rapp. This evening, I'm here to ask to temporarily increase our authorized positions from 29 to 31. Currently, we have 2 positions in the organization. One is our deputy chief, he's still in the acting position, so his firefighter position down within the rank structure is still open. Then we have one firefighter who is off and will not be, most likely will not be returning due to an injury, going with disability. What we're encountering is through these staffing shortages is mandatory overtime that makes our members work anywhere to an additional 24 to 48 hours, depending on the 72-hour work schedule, depending on the day that happens. And what this ends up doing is they found with studies, for example, with tractor trailer drivers, airplane pilots, is that you start having impairments when you don't get adequate sleep through sleep deprivation, which ends up interrupting your circadian rhythm. Not only does it affect their sleep, it also affects some of the personal aspects of their family since they're at work all the time. So what I'm asking this evening is to temporarily increase the head count from 29 to 31. The deputy chief position will be filled by December, and I think we're pretty close to knowing within the near future when the other member will be going off with disability. One of the things that this also helps us do, since we're already hiring 2 other positions within the organization, it allows us to bring on those other 2 members and train everybody together. There is not a full-time fire academy in Iowa, which is unlike the police department, for example. They have a full-time police academy where you can actually send people there. They get trained on a 40-hour schedule, and it allows them to get put into service a lot quicker. For us, it's harder to train when we hire 1 or 2 people. This just gives us that opportunity now to hire and train them all together. We're usually looking at anywhere from 8 months to a year when we bring somebody in to get them completely trained up and on the crews being able to work. So I'm here to ask this evening for your approval.
Council have any questions for Fire Chief Danto?
I do. So to confirm, the way that this is, or the thought is that, we'll reduce our overtime, amount that we're paying, which would then in fact allow us to, pay for these positions.
Correct. So what we're doing now is that we have a staff, and there's 9 people assigned to every shift. Unfortunately, not every shift is staffed at those 9 individuals. So what we have to do then is we have to bring people in to cover that. So you're paying the person that's off, and then you're paying the person coming in at a time and a half. So as far as the salary side of that, it turns into being a wash, and then the benefit side of it can be, the benefits levy can be utilized to collect that as well. So it ends up being a neutral effect on our budget.
I'm a little confused by your request for temporary. Is it temporary or not temporary?
Well, it is temporarily, because what's gonna happen is in December, the deadline for the deputy chief's position to be filled is December. So he will then permanently move into that position, which then opens up the position down in the rank structure for testing purposes. The other individual who is going to be leaving the organization after having some medical things taken care of, his position will then open up. So it's all, these positions are only coming into the organization and being there until those 2 instances happen.
Okay, thank you.
You're
But where I stand, it's probably not gonna be any surprise, but I don't like the word temporary either, because I think at some point we probably need a permanent raise in headcount. But where they're at right now is understandable, because they're working so much overtime, and I know it might cost a little bit, and I wanna be, good. I wanna do good by the citizens for their money, but at the burnout rate or at the hours they're working, you gotta look like Chief Gantu said, safety, accidents, and terrible loss of time with their family when they're working. And let's be honest, they're not getting rich here. It's not like they're making $1 million a year. So this temporary increase, which hopefully in the future we can make a permanent increase, because we're actually not even at staffing levels that the NFPA recommends for a structure fire, or they recommend 14. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in why I agree that I'm looking beyond to prevent accidents, prevent burnout from good people who are doing a great job. So that's my 2 cents.
With what you brought up, I'm data driven statistics. I think it's good information to bring. So we found that with the city of Ottumwa, we're 16.73 square miles with approximately 25,000 individuals. We made 40 structure fires. If you took the city of Des Moines, they are about 214,000 residents. They made 200 structure fires in a year. So actually our city makes more structure fires per capita than the city of Des Moines. We are the 5th busiest fire department when it comes to emergency medical service incidents as well within the state. So not only we're looking at the employees you're talking about that burnout, is that when you have members that are constantly going out for the 24-hour shift that they're assigned to, they now get another 24-hour shift. And if it's a day that catches them in between, that's supposed to be their off day, and then their next on day, they could actually be working for 72 hours.
Right, and like Chief Gantu said, I'm mandated here too, so, I mean, just to give quick numbers, because I know, I don't want to take all night, but even just for an initial attack, it's, they're recommending, this is the NFPA, who have done studies for years, is 4 people arriving on an engine, and then we don't even have, some departments, bigger departments have an intervention team. Sometimes they don't even have enough people to have one person stay at the pump, which is your lifeline. They have to pull people away from the pump. So we don't even have a special team to go in and rescue firefighters, 1 or 2 intervention team. So I guess what I'm saying is like I said, I want to be a good steward of the public's finances and their tax money. But I believe increasing the headcount is being a good steward, because it's safety for the community, it's safety for the staff, and that, they're doing a great job. And every time I talk to them, I've been with them, every time they get called in, they gladly go in. I've never heard any complaint, but you can tell they get a little burned out. You can tell that, it's kind of wearing them a bit, so.
Any other questions from council for Fire Chief Canto? If not, Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes,
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes,
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is public forum, where I would ask if there's any citizens that would like to speak on any non-agenda items tonight. Yes. Go ahead and introduce yourself and give your address, and you'll have 3 minutes.
This won't take 3 minutes, thank you. My name is Katie Howard, I live at 1111 Hamilton in Ottumwa. We just went through months of an arduous, months-long budget process. And I just have a question because I'm confused about why in August we're transferring funds from budget accounts that apparently have had no expenditures for 2 years. So my question is just, why were those funds budgeted to begin with? Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak on any non-agenda items? Since they're not on the agenda tonight, the council technically can't take any action on any of them, but it's your opportunity to present information if you'd like. Okay. The next item is Mayor City Council report and/or communications.
So proclamation celebrating traditional marriage. Recommendation, approve the proclamation celebrating traditional marriage.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
move the recommendation.
Second. Okay, we do have some people that want to speak on this item. I guess, Pastor Decker, I'll start with you. Do you have any comment you want to make regarding the revised proclamation that you brought back to me, which is now on tonight's agenda?
Okay, yeah, technically it's not revised from the one that I turned in earlier, and that's fine, but I do appreciate you bringing it forward and putting it on there, and on behalf of everybody that participated in it and the upcoming parade, we're just glad to be able to have the viewpoint represented by the city. We're thankful for that, and I want to publicly say, though it wasn't me that did it, but the outburst that took place at the end of the meeting last time was not appropriate. And it should not have happened. So I want to apologize for that on behalf of whoever it was that did that. And we're just grateful and thankful for the opportunity to have the proclamation brought before the city council tonight. Again, it is for us, it's a celebration of views that we hold very dear to our heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next person, Emar Hernandez. Name and address, and you have 3 minutes.
Sure. Mar Hernandez, 57 Kingston Drive. I've been a resident of Ottumwa for 30 years, and I applaud these, what's being spoken here today. I bring a message of love, which it sounds like we needed more last time. I was not here, so I apologize. I am concerned that this effort is coming from a place of hate. For what I understand, and I might be misjudging here, some people try to take some other groups' rights. And I know the people in here that have protested in pride events. So I hope that you come to this work and this parade from a place of love. I love traditional marriage. My kids were born in 2008, and so all they've known in their lives is traditional marriage, which is everybody can marry whoever they want. So in this free country of ours. So why are we concerned? And I think I love history. And one of the things that concern me is things that I've seen in history and how easy it is to start with a parade and end with chipping rights of somebody else. We've seen it in history. We've seen it this year in Iowa. And so I think just for the understanding of the group that's supporting this parade and this proclamation is that they need to understand why we are concerned. This is the only state in the nation that this year decided to take rights away from a group of people. This year, LGBTQ people are no longer protected from discrimination in the state of Iowa. That means my teenager son is no longer protected from discrimination because he belongs to that group. So you can see why we are a little hesitant and nervous about things like that. I wish you nothing but good luck, that you don't get rain, that you don't get the humidity that we've been getting. But you can see, and I hope you understand where we are very scared and worried about things. Hopefully you will approach the rest of these from a place of love. If you're a spiritual leader, if they have a political agenda and they're approaching these from a place of hate, that's something that will really concern me. So good luck. We will be helping. We're choosing love, and we're helping this Friday 200 people who were laid off from Cargill, from JBS. That tells you how long I've been here. We're going to help them with figure out what their situation is and about their children, how to get their children registered for school. So I would say choose love.
Thank you, Imar. The next person I would like to speak is Kristen Payne. Name and address.
Hey, I'm
You can pull that down if you need to.
I'm Kristen Payne, and I live at 224 Radcliffe Drive here in Ottumwa. And Imar just took everything I was going to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip. But when there have been groups in history that have held strongly exclusionary beliefs and have been left unchecked, it hasn't always gone well, and I think we all know that. It's 2025, and we have much bigger things to worry about than demanding a proclamation excluding members of our community, and it's crass and gauche. Right now, this is gaining traction across the country on social media. It's being spread. It's not being spread around because people agree. We are being made fun of. And when people see this, they think this is what Ottumwa is. That's their first introduction to us. This is how we're representing our community right now to the country and the world, and it's embarrassing. I am not making a statement to change minds because debate, typically studies say, do not change minds. However, I do hope that all of you approach your decision from a place outside of yourself and regardless of what you believe, what is best for the community as a whole. So again, not reading the statement to change minds. I'm reading this for the people who couldn't make it tonight or they were too scared to come. Those people. So they know that they're not alone because the people that are asking for this proclamation, they've never been marginalized or discriminated against for having a traditional marriage. No one's trying to take that away. No one ever has. And it's the minority only in one way, and that's that. Ottumwa doesn't go in for that sort of thing. There are many, many citizens here in Ottumwa that are safe, supportive, and kind, and there are many citizens who are outright disgusted by this dog whistle that this proclamation is sounding. This is not about the right to protest. They've always had the right to protest and have never really risked their safety in exercising that right. In fact, at Pride, we offer water. You know, everybody's got to stay hydrated. This is about pushing religion into a government space. And the time has come for our citizens to decide where they stand, council included, and what side of history they will be on. Saying nothing and doing nothing makes us complicit, and the time has come to rise up. We're here, we are at Ottumwa, and we are not going anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? These are really papers that I had.
Are you allowed to speak if you didn't get it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Are
you.
you allowed to speak if you didn't fill out anything?
You can come up and identify yourself and give your address. I'll let you go ahead and speak.
My name is Ian Tracer. I live at 174 Booking. And I just wanted to say a little bit of my experiences. So I know the whole time I was growing up, high school, middle school, one of the biggest talking points constantly was, hey, you talking to anyone? Got a girlfriend you want to talk to? And finally, when I could say yes, I was welcomed by everyone. They were like, oh, that's wonderful. Tell me all about her. I'm glad you finally found someone. And then I asked her to marry me. And we currently live very, very happily in our marriage. And everyone was like, hey, let me travel as far as possible to go see your wedding. Let me know what I can do to help you out. When are you going to have kids? Can I help with that? Let's celebrate the child that you've made. I have never encountered any sort of difficulty in my marriage. At least from society. Not a single bit. It's been celebrated almost every day of my life. Step after step. My marriage and my life has been celebrated. I don't think we need to have even more celebration on that. It feels more like a reactionary boot being stepped down on someone trying to come to my level. And that's it.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sandra Pope, 426 North Green Street. Haven't our country bled enough? We are in some troubled times that this is at the forefront now, and it shouldn't be. Love, that's what this is about. We should love one another. But now we're in a country that they're stepping on everybody's neck to get to the next place. We need to continue to be leaders. Why can't Ottumwa do that? Why can't we step out on faith and take the lead? Take the lead on this. Not be the city that is starting up some mess. Be the city to be the leader of some greatness. Because I believe we are a great city. I've been here 35 years. And in those 35 years, I have seen change. Blood, sweat, and tears have happened here in Ottumwa. And here lately, a lot more than any of us have ever experienced in our lives. So why can't we take the lead and love one another, regardless of your race, your color, or who you fall in love with? We need to practice that, and we need to take the lead. Take the lead here in Iowa and do that. Can we do that as a city? Because right now, we're falling behind. And we want to take the lead on a traditional marriage? Come on now. Don't none of us have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. And I don't see Jesus Christ on nobody's name tag. So let's do what he called for, to love one another. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Sandra. Is there anybody else that would like to speak?
Colleen Decker, 719 Glenwood Avenue. So first I would like to say thank you for the proclamation, even though I know you have gotten some kickback from it in a non-positive way. And I would like to say that marriage is important, and I don't see anything hateful about wanting to celebrate that. And sometimes marriages do go through hard times too. It's not just people that are in a diverse community that go through struggles. And why not portray that as a really good thing, a happy thing? I really don't understand why that is called hateful to want to represent that. And we have said nothing hateful. We have put nothing hateful out there. We have received a lot of hate for it, but we haven't put it out there. So all of this about hate and love, I don't quite get either. So we're not putting someone down, we're lifting something up, which is what these people that spoke, that say that we're going down because we're uplifting traditional marriage. We didn't say that. That was not our hate. So just.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak?
My name is Norman Ward. I live at 818 Glenwood Avenue here in Ottumwa. And I want to just reiterate what she said, that there has been a lot of hate. And personally, I've not seen it coming from those who are in favor of a traditional marriage. It has come from the other side. And online social media, I've had attacks against my business. And not that my business is all that great online. I make photos of Ottumwa and I post them online. People want to buy them, they can. But there have been a lot of people that have commented and posted what I just posted the not the proclamation, but the parade thing, and they spread that all over the country on X and other places. But I do think that, you know, this hatred is there, but it's uncalled for, it's unnecessary, and there's a lot of misunderstanding and misinformation that's being put out there. And by well-intending people, but they just don't understand the issue and they throw it out there. And, or not the issue, but the desire of what we're trying to do with the traditional marriage. And, you know, I know there's a human rights commission that's supposed to be looking into things like that. I don't know if that would apply in that situation, but I know that that was a setup about, what, 4 or 5 years ago in this community. But not saying that that's necessary. I'm just saying people need to step back and think about what they're saying and doing, because it can come back to haunt them or myself or anybody for that matter. So I am in favor of the proclamation, and it is something that I think is a great thing to celebrate. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak?
I would like to
Mayor,
say something if I could.
Go ahead, Ben.
2 weeks ago, when we had a meeting and that people were discussing back and forth, it reminded me, I took a mission trip to Guatemala 17 years ago for 10 days, and it changed my life forever. And as I was sitting there listening to people debate back and forth, I thought, you know, there's a lot of Guatemalan dads out there 2 weeks ago and tonight that are hoping that they get a bowl of rice to feed their whole family at the next meal. That's what I thought about. Now, we can stay here till midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, going back and forth. Life's pretty simple. We the people make it tough. And this here is simple. The Constitution says we have a right to assemble. If we're not breaking the law, or not breaking the ordinance, that's why the tribe group is able to have their group in the traditional marriage are allowed to do it. So we need to quit overthinking and quit hating one another. And let's get to the business in hand.
Mayor, I have something to build off of that too. Proclamation should be about lifting people up and not tearing our community apart. And right now, that's what these proclamations are doing. They're tearing our community apart. They're disrupting our city staff. I mean, like Ms. Payne said, we're all over the news, and it's not for a good reason. It's because we're here fighting. If proclamations continue to cause more controversy than celebration, then maybe we need to look at not doing proclamations. Our time should be spent shining a positive light on Ottumwa, not fueling division. This council, future councils, should be about building our community up and building progress, but instead we're debating proclamations that pit our neighbors against each other.
Anybody else have any comments they'd like to make from the council?
I almost saw a hand go up back there.
Yes.
12748 43rd Street, Ottumwa, Iowa.
Your name? Your name.
Benjamin Decker, sorry. Real quick, it's not long. Two things that I thought of. When it's my birthday, I celebrate my birthday. Everybody around me celebrates my birthday. I don't celebrate my sister's birthday. I don't celebrate my parents' birthday. So it's not exclusionary to celebrate something. Also, if I like dogs, I'm gonna buy a dog. I'm not gonna think that I'm gonna leave cats out by buying a dog. So those are my two thoughts in connection to this. You know, there's a traditional marriage parade, which is celebrating traditional marriage. By celebrating that, it's not exclusionary, it's just celebrating that. It's by not celebrating anything else, it's not like we're, stabbing at everybody else. Like I said, when it's my birthday, I celebrate my birthday. By not celebrating my sister's birthday that day, I'm not being mean to her. So anyway, that's what I can say.
Thank you. Anybody else like to speak?
Yes, please.
I think she's gonna bring the microphone to you.
Thank you so much.
I'll wait till she sits down. I want to thank you, City Council, for the meeting that you've held so far this evening. The last City Council meeting, if you remember, I said a few things positively that I thought. Number one, that I am a Republican. I like President Trump and what he's doing for our country, but I don't hate anybody. I've lived in this town for 82 years almost, except for 4 years that I was in the military. But the comments that the young lady made about stepping on people's neck, I'm so tired of hearing that comment. That was an occasion that happened. I'm sorry that it happened that way, but we don't need to bring these comments up and those same things over and over again. And as far as the month of June nationally being told that they're going to dedicate it to the other group, the LGBTQ group, well, we've got 12 months out of the year. Why don't we take one of those months as a community and make it, thank the doctors for what they do. Thank the nurses for what they do. Thank the fire department for what they do. And the city police. Thank them for what they do in protecting us. We need to put that on the forefront of everything in our lives. At the young age of 15, I gave my life to the Lord, and I'm so thankful that I did. I have met people all around the world that did not have the opportunity to do the things that I've had the opportunity to do for almost 82 years. But this city council needs to realize also, we're thankful for you and for your running for the position, but you need to remember the comments that you make out of this room. Other people hear them. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. You need to realize that you have an important job to do as the leaders in this community. I appreciate every one of you, what you do and how you spend the money. It means a lot. Take care of things that we need to take care of in Ottumwa. Don't be concerned so much about in the world, but let's continue to love one another and do what's right for this city and for our citizens. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to speak before we take a vote on the proclamation?
I just want to say a couple things, and I'll make it quick. I feel like I'd be doing the voters and the citizens a disservice if I didn't kind of weigh in on this. To add on what he said, I can see the frustration on both sides. What I've learned is it's not easy to sit up here, but what I've quickly learned is it's not easy to sit out there either. It's not easy to be a citizen. It's not easy to be frustrated. Like I said, I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't tell you how I felt. I sat here and I adamantly defended the Pride community's right to have a Pride event under the assumption that we would protect everybody's rights, that groups can assemble without a fight. And we talk about things going back and forth, and I think we need to be more understanding each other, because I'm a Christian guy. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Sometimes when you tell people that too, you are labeled as a hater. And I've never hated anybody in my life, but in a group, when you say, "Oh man, I'm Christian, I love the Lord," oh, you hate. There's no love like Christian hate. And then quickly going back and forth on Facebook, I believe the first thing that's the heart of the town is our citizen. The second is our small businesses. I see threats against our small businesses. I see people wanting to boycott our small businesses. These people put in their time, their money, their life to be boycotted because they maybe did or didn't donate a prize. You know, when those small businesses donate a prize, they're donating it to the community. Most of the time, they don't even care about the cause. They just want to be involved in the community. And I believe some have punished them for that. It doesn't matter if they donate. It doesn't matter if they support. They're supporting the community. So my belief is both do have rights, and we can't hold one group up and say you can have your rights and celebrate it, and then tell another group they can't. I've heard no hate from the traditional marriage side. I honestly haven't. I haven't. And I've listened and I've talked to a lot of people. You all know I do my research well, and I haven't heard any hate. All I heard, was they want to have a celebration of marriage. In their proclamation, they even changed to acknowledging the state of Iowa does legally recognize the other forms of marriage. And then down when everybody talks about their marriage, they have a line that says, traditional marriage recognizes loving, caring father and mother is one way of leading to a strong outcome. They're not. I just don't hear any hate. And it frustrates me that we threaten to boycott each other. It frustrates me that we threaten to boycott our small businesses all over rights. With me, it's rights. Any legal group, and I want to put that out there, by the way, because that was one of those rumors, because I got called a terrorist and said I supported the lost. Any legal group that has a right can have their get together. So that's my 2 cents worth. I don't think we should be boycotting businesses. I don't think that we should be hating each other. And, like I said, I know sometimes the town goes through this and it's not easy to be a citizen. It's not easy to be a councilman. But I think, when we seek to understand, which is what I read a million times, is we seek to understand our part. We need to seek to understand everybody's part. I mean, we can stand up, honestly, and this is where everybody's gonna hate me. We can stand up all day long and say, we love this and we need to love each other. That's great. We can love each other and still understand that different people have different values that can be separated, or that can be celebrated, not separated, sorry. We can celebrate different values without hating each other. So that's my 2 cents.
Mayor, I called the question.
Any other comments from council?
I'm calling the question. Time to vote.
Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry, I didn't tell the folks my name, but Mickey Huck Senior. I live at 615 West Finley Avenue here in Ottumwa.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Chris will go ahead and take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
No.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-1.
Your Honor, are you intending to read the proclamation?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
This is a proclamation celebrating traditional marriage, August 19th, 2025. Acknowledging that the state of Iowa legally recognizes there are other forms of marriage, this proclamation is focused on celebrating traditional marriage. The history of traditional marriage is as old as history itself, beginning with one man and one woman, and through the union of man and woman, every new generation has come into existence for thousands of years. It is important that we honor and celebrate traditional marriage. The traditional marriage community has much to celebrate in terms of business and professional achievements, political involvement, community activities, providing a proven environment for the next generation of children to grow up into responsible citizens, and is vital and essential as part of our culture and our community. The traditional marriage community recognizes that a loving, caring father and mother in the home who are married and committed to one another is one way of leading to a strong outcome for good mental health in the upcoming children. On August 23, 2025, some members of the traditional marriage community have organized a parade to provide positive image and support for the importance of the purity, fidelity, commitment, and love in marriage, and educate the greater community about this importance. Now therefore, I, Richard W. Johnson, Mayor of the City of Ottumwa, on behalf of the City Council, am pleased to present this proclamation recognizing the August 23rd, 2025 event celebrating traditional marriage. So Pastor Decker, would you like to come up and accept this? Thank you very much. Is there any other communications that the council would like to make to the public tonight about anything while we're at this point in the meeting? Any other upcoming events we want to talk about? Oktoberfest, but that's a ways away
No,
yet.
good time.
Okay, anything else from you guys? Okay, if not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the city council meeting.
To adjourn.
Who seconded?
No one?
Second.
Chris will take the roll.
Councilmember McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilmember Cavanagh,
Yes.
Councilmember Reed,
Yes.
Councilmember Galloway,
Yes.
Councilmember Hoffman.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to our Ottumwa City Council meeting tonight. Have safe travels home.